Hello folks, welcome to our Walkie talkie. Now this one I really did not expect to do. Jimmy Donaldson, aka YouTuber Mr. Beast, has been mentioned by the BBC. How ironic! Yes! And by the way, Mr. Donaldson, that is not an achievement. Being talked about by the British Burglary Corporation. Some call it some other names I can't mind off at this point in time. But BBC has had its plethora of nonsense, and they have picked up your story about the way you treat the contestants, the child gambling enablement. Chris Tyson, I'm not calling Chris Ava because Chris is Chris. If one has a willy, you know, it's a man. And as far as we know, yeah, still a man. But anyway, to be picked up by BBC as a story about all these situations, the child gambling enablement, the rough conditions of the contestants, the Chris Tyson thing, Latoya Hill, and a few other devious scenarios that I'm just going to leave at this point in time. You've got a fucking picture. It's not good when BBC pick this situation up, Mr. Donaldson. If you ever watch this video, right? You know, Jimmy Savile was a philanthropist, I suppose, as well. Jimmy Savile had a lot of involvement with the BBC, and so do you. Do you also have a flat up in Glencoe where you take people and do all sorts, huh? It's not looking good. And although you haven't been directly involved in the nonsense, right? You knew about it and you never stopped it. I mean, heck, look at that picture that was in that room that day, you know, that mad shadow picture. And you were looking at it, you looked pretty engrossed in that one. And you knew about the situation with these contestants being maltreated and ended up going to hospital, etc. The knicker theft situation, you knew about that, Mr. Donaldson. Although you weren't involved in nonsense yourself, you knew about it and never stopped it. So you're just about as culpable as Ava Tyson, Chris Tyson, whatever. I should really stop using the term Ava, because we know what the situation is. Wow. It's never a good day to be picked up by the BBC, I can tell you that. Right everyone, yeah, back to talking to yourselves. Yeah, it's wild when you get picked up with the BBC for a news story, because normally they've got their pot of piss they drink from. They never need anybody else, but it's happened. Mr. Beast has been picked up for a story by BBC. He's still to make some kind of, video. He did say he was going to make a video in light of all the situations that have been going on. Still hasn't. I think there's a little chicken in the room. But fucking seriously, this situation, it seems to be getting worse by the day. I originally envisaged just doing, one or two videos, maybe a couple of weather checks and that's it, and signing myself out of the topic, like what I did with the wank of Scotland, right? But it's still continuing on, getting worse, and Mr. Beast is still to see anything on video or any other platform. So I think it's pretty much time to wrap things up and head. So I'm going to a shot. I'm hungry. I'm getting tired. My arm is sore. You know, Chris Tyson's arm was sore from wanking to hentai. Did I just say that? Fucking hell, yes I did. See what happens if I get hunger pangs or I'm craving the truth juice. And then when the truth juice gets given to me, oof, the chips are down, the chalks are against the slate. Anyway folks, catch you later.